This plant is Pittosporum Silver Magic, and it is a, as you can see, it's a tall, probably if it didn't have any confinement, this plant would, it's about 12 feet tall right now, and I'd say 5 to 6 feet wide, and it will reach 15 feet. That's the tallest I've ever seen it. This plant is about 5 to 6 years old from a 5-gallon container, and it's quite dense. I've got these in another area that is shadier, and they're not as dense as this, so the heavier sun seems to stimulate a denser growth pattern. But look at this foliage, it's really beautiful. It's a nice variegation. The tips are kind of yellowy white. I think as they mature you can see that the margins on that variegation are whiter, a little yellowy green as they come out fresh. Also look at the stems, how lacy and thin they are. Gives this plant a really nice movement in the wind because it's not very rigid. The core of it is, I've pruned this once and to encourage some density, and I recommend that as these are maturing that you do that, because it just gives them a little more structure inside, so they're more stable and they're less likely to break or have issues that way. But also you see how nice and dense the entire plant is. So Pittosporum Silver Magic, great for a tall, narrow screen where you need that kind of application. I have my pool area on the other side there, and I'm using that in combination. This is Pittosporum tenuifolium next to it, so you can see the difference between the two varieties. This is just the straight tenuifolium over here with the nice dark green foliage, and that's Silver Magic on that side. A little about deer. Deer tend to leave most of the Pittosporum tenuifoliums alone, so I'd say give this a try in deer areas. Also, they are drought tolerant. Once they're established, they seem to handle low water conditions just fine. I would just say don't presume it's drought tolerant its first year or two until you get some roots down. This is on drip irrigation, so it was established well on drip irrigation. And in terms of design, I'll just say this about variegation. Said it on other videos. I don't like to use huge amounts of this plant all by itself. I find the white looks a bit washed out if you don't have some green around it, but I think in combination with greens it's a really nice combo, and it's not really getting to show off over here on the side of my house, but this was more of a test. I didn't know what I was going to get. Where you have a need for a taller screen, this is a really nice application for this plant.